You're listening to the Impact Implosion on the Angry Marks Podcast Network.
It is September 14th, 2017, and it is another episode of the Impact Implosion here on the Angry Marks Podcast Network. As always, I am Seth Drake, and on the other is the one security guy that got beat up to the other security guy that got beat up, Mike Poland.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we're basically
Which one of us takes the ragdoll bump to the floor?
I don't know. Or which one of us backstage gets beat up by one of the MMA guys to open the show.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. As far as news goes, big news is El Lemire that's coming back.
Scheduled to be Bound for Glory, but they might not have an opponent for him for that.
Yeah, he could be after. Yeah, they're basically going to bring him back.
Yay.
GFW is trying to sell this Global Force Network. Shit.
Yep. Huh.
That basically Scott, Sanjay, and Demore are handling booking creative. And, oh, by the way, so is Big John. Gaborik's back.
Whoa.
Their goal is to make the company profitable by reducing costs. They're investing, not selling. Yeah.
Cornette's not expected to work any other tapings other than the ones that are already airing.
Yeah, they have to spend more to grow revenue, and yeah, Global Wrestling Network is $7.99.
So you make it less than WWE Network instead of more?
Well, no, you got to make it less than WWE Network because nobody's going to take it if it's less. We want to bring others to the table like New Japan. Good luck on that shit. And they want it to be an independent alternative to WWE Network. Good luck with that shit.
Nobody's going to buy it.
No,
but
not many
GFW fans.
Yeah, GFW marks. Or nobody's going to buy it. They already spent the $7.99 on the New Japan shit. And guess what? They're probably happier there.
Yep. Is that how much that is?
It's something yen, 999 yen, which is $7.99.
Okay. I did not know this.
Yeah, basically, it's... Oh yeah, last week's Impact ratings. They were shit.
The last few weeks have been shit.
Last week's Impact was the lowest audience for the show on Pop TV for a first run non-holiday episode.
Oof.
227 viewers. 227,000.
227 viewers. What the hell?
No, 227,000.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that immediately I said 1,000. God damn it. Because I knew. They wouldn't be on the air if they just only had 227 viewers.
They might be on the internet if they had that many viewers.
Yeah, but they're trying to get TV, not the internet, but...
Yep. On to the show, everybody.
On to the show, which was better than last week's.
It's a solid C.
Solid C, yeah. I almost gave it a B, but I was like, oh yeah, that sucked.
Stuff at the end. The stuff at the end we'll talk about.
Yeah,
like
I know.
The predictable brawl at the end.
Yeah. I like the match that was before they came in.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing. That's the whole setup. Is when are they going to come?
Okay, basically, let me get my, JFW wants us to donate to the Red Cross which everyone does, and then Franklin American Top Team is here, and I'm like, shit. And immediately one of the guys attacks a guy backstage, and I'm like, can we have trespassing and assault charges?
Nope, this is GFW, folks.
Yes. Assault! That's assault!
Assault with a battery.
Yeah. And oh, by the way, I didn't see the Owl on the Impact opening. Wonder if he's jumped ship. Wonder if the Owl got the fuck out of here.
Nope, they just can't afford to pay him.
By the way, did they ever name that fucking owl?
Fuck that owl.
Yeah. They never named that owl. So the first match is Garza Jr. versus Braxton Sutter with Allie. This is a so-so match. Garza Jr. wants to take his pants off, but Sutter kicks him. And I like, seriously, that pants move is stupid. So then
he took him off eventually.
He took him off eventually, little kiss in Ellie's direction, and then gave the pants to her. And she's like, what? And I'm like, Sutter, kick his ass.
What am I supposed to do with these?
Yeah. So Garza Jr. wins with a super kick.
Sutter can't even beat the Lucha guy.
Yep. And Sutter's blaming Allie for the loss, but Allie's had enough, but they convinced the cooler heads to prevail. Yeah, I was stupid. I blame Garza Jr. for the shit.
Yeah.
Then we have an Impact Grand Championship match as EC3 defends again.
Hey, look, this belt still exists.
El Hijo del Fantasma, whose tights, by the way, say chocolate for some reason, so I'm going to call him Chocolate Luchador from now on.
The chocolate Phantasma.
Yeah. Coco Lucha. Coco Lucha.
Coco Lucha.
Yeah. The judges are Dutch Mantel, Scott D'Amore, and Hector Guerrero, who has definitely not aged well.
Oh, and I wonder what screwing in is going to happen here.
Yeah. Yeah. Our round system's very unique, as Josh says. Until you remember that awful, terrible AWF program that back in the day.
Yep. The rounds does not get over in America.
No! It's a freaking British. It's a catch-as-catch-can thing that goes in Europe.
And of course, the grand title is not over anyway. But anyway.
Yeah, so EC3 basically cursed, and I'm like, he's going to need soap in his mouth.
Where's Aunt D?
Yeah. So, the first round goes to EC3 pretty easily. At the end, EC3 does a TK3 on Phantasma, who doesn't hit the ropes at all, and basically just flats on the freaking floor. Yeah, Chocolate Luchador took a bad bump there.
Was that a botch or just a bad bump?
I think it's a bad bump.
Oh,
I don't think it was a botch. So, Chocolate Luchador wins round 2 of the judges. And then we go to commercial break. By the way, no commercials here, but I got to talk about a commercial that happened on Monday Night Football last week.
After these messages.
Yeah, a Toyota Camry commercial, which guy goes, his garage door opens. Yes, they play John Cena's theme, and he ain't in the damn commercial at all.
Wow, that's weird.
I know. I was like, they seriously just played John Cena's commercial for a Toyota Camry.
Next.
So anyway, round 3, back to round 3. EC3 is with a pretty nice rope help 1%er, but he isn't able to get the pin, and this match was pretty close. I did not have a winner in round 3, but split decision.
As usual.
And no, the first 2 rounds were not split decisions at all.
No, as it usually is for the third round in these matches.
Yeah.
And that's where they usually fuck it up.
Who was it again? Dutch Mantel had it for
EC3.
EC3. Scott D'Amore had it for
Phantasma.
Chocolate Luchador, and then Hector Guerrero was the one who gave EC3 the win.
You would think that he would give his fellow Mexican the win.
Yeah, since he's AAA. And yes, Chocolate Luchador is pissed.
This is not part of the deal.
Yeah. And then Pagano shows up to help him beat up EC3. And Eddie Edwards has to make the save, which is rather weird. The two are like, what the hell is this?
And that sets up that match for next week.
And then,
they didn't announce it.
I gotta apologize. I said originally in my tweets they retweeted that they showed this twice, but I accidentally hit the rewind button on my clicker. So yeah, they only played this once. LAX is in Tijuana, and hey, Homicide is there.
For some reason.
Yeah, Homicide's there. Yay! Thank God he's back. And they're at a strip club, but this is a basically PG version of a strip club. And LAX is like, we've paid off the ref, man. And I'm like, remember that for later. Turns out so it's OVE versus LAX versus two other tag teams for the,
I wish they didn't clip this, because this seemed like it was good.
Yeah, I knew they weren't going to clip it. It's heavily edited version. LAX retains the title, beats one of the other member teams.
Yes, because we're going to preserve LAX and OVE as a feud.
Yeah, and OVE goes to basically confront LAX over this bullshit. Oh, by the way, remember that paid ref thing? Ref is acting normal.
Whoops.
Yeah, ref they didn't pay the ref at all.
Whoopsie!
Yeah. Pay the ref off. Ref's doing a fine 3 match. Ref's not doing a fast count at all or anything. But anyway, they confront LAX, and LAX has got a lot of backup, so OVE gets the hell out of there. But they say, hey, we're going to basically go where they go. Basically the club. OVE is going to go to the LAX club. So anyway, after that, what's next? Grado!
Boo!
This match is quotation marks final match against William Weeks, which is a squash that Grado wins with a big boot. And I'm singing, I'm singing his ass on the way out. As the fans are okay with this guy, and he's like, I'm gonna miss this place. Oh, by the way, here comes Joseph Park with some paper, and he says, Park has decided a sports management business.
But wasn't that? Didn't Daniels and Kaz years ago
yes,
that this was fake?
Yes. We've exposed years ago that Joseph Park is a biss. That this is a fake shit. He's not a real attorney. Oh, and by the way,
Clarence Mason's more of a real attorney than him.
Trying to sponsor his visa, basically.
Well,
so yes, the whole wedding thing was pointless when he could just have sponsored his visa.
And this angle will get worse as the weeks go on here.
LVN they put LVN through the shitter just so they could put that shit, and then, oh wait, we can sponsor his visa.
GFW, everybody.
GFW. Yeah. Basically, the fans are like, thank you, Joseph. I'm like, fuck you, Joseph. And they talk about, we're going to get you on the 900 podcasts. And I'm like, not on here.
Nope.
Angry Marks, no. He will never be on Impact Implosion. Never.
Never.
I'm
not to Laurel.
What?
Said I'll talk to Laurel.
Oh, of course. We'll talk to Laurel. Grado? No. I want nothing to do with him.
No, Grado.
He's on the shit list of people I will never talk to. Him, Lamirda, Cornette, or Carney.
Bruce Pritchard.
Pritchard.
Dixie.
Yeah.
Bischoff, maybe?
Yeah, Bischoff. Yeah. Bischoff, Russo. There's
usual suspects, everybody. Yeah.
So, Karen Raptor, I will never speak to.
What about Jeff?
Oh, hell no. Not even Jeff Jarrett. But, so McKenzie's with Johnny Impact talking about how Low-key sounds like the guy in trailers, but he's going to take it to Slamtown anyway.
Rob's? Oh, not that guy. But the guy who...
I know, the honest trailers. I know.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Franklin says he comes to Corny's office with American Top Team. He's like, I'm going with my boys. I want my release. And Carney's like, really? You're going to do this? Really? Okay. But you got to deal with Moose first tonight. Then I'll grant you your release.
Okay, and America's Top Team is told to leave. Remember that for later.
Yeah, they're told to leave. They'll escort him out. And they're like, dude, you don't need to tell us to leave. We'll leave.
No, they won't.
No, they won't. Remember that. They were told to leave. They said they would leave.
Nope. We'll leave.
Yeah.
We're not leaving.
The X Division Falls Count Anywhere match was Sanjay Dutt defending against Trevor Lee.
Trevor Lee.
This goes basically to the outside, and Caleb Conley, who was told to stay in the back, comes out to attack in the back.
In a match where there's no rules, you're telling somebody to stay in the back.
Oh, yeah. By the way,
I wonder what'll happen.
Williams never shows up.
Nobody likes Sanjay. Some friend he is.
Yeah. Trevor accidentally hits Caleb with a trash can, but Trevor Lee wins with a roll-up on the tights, and his hand is on a board. His hand is holding, I think, a column. He's holding that.
Booking. He's tremendous.
He's cheating, which is fine. It's just fine. Then American Top Team, as they're on the way out, meets Richard Justice. And even they're like, dude, that's stupid. You're
just here for some reason.
Standby wrestler, that's stupid. And they attack him. It's like, I'm a big fan of you. I want to join you guys. So they beat him up, and then they said, well, you're an honorary member now. Put a t-shirt on him.
Next is Taya's debut.
There's a segment for something called Global Forge, some kind of scouting or something.
Oh, with their tryout, Tough Enough.
Yeah, they're looking at for other equal. This is what they're gonna do, people. This is how they're gonna find future talent. So yes,
yeah.
Global Forge, and then it's Taya's debut. By the way, I guess someone told Taya, "Don't wear the blue this time. You look like Sleeping Beauty. Go red. You might look a little different," which she did. She didn't look like Sleeping Beauty.
Nope.
So her opponent's Amber Nova, and she basically beats the shit out of her.
Yeah!
One-sided. She sit down powerbomb, and she could get a 3 count by this, but she's like, nah. And then she wins with the Impact Buster and 2 squash.
No, the Glam Slam. The Beth Phoenix's old move.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, also, it was Awesome Kong's old finisher.
No, the Awesome Kong one was a double underhook. No, this was the Glam Slam where
it was the Glam Slam. Yeah, my bad. My apologies to everyone. It's the Glam Slam.
Chicken wing into a face plant.
Yeah.
The double underhook.
Yeah. She looked really good here, Taya did.
And she's going to have another squash next week, probably.
Oh, yeah. And then Taya goes backstage, and she goes to Karen Raptor. You see that? You see that? That's how you do that's how a real queen does it.
Next.
But anyway, Eli Drake's cutting an awesome promo about, you smell that? It smells like desperation. A bunch of guys want my title with their little T-Rex arms. And Carney's out here spreading breadcrumbs trying to keep me from winning the title. But no, I want it. I took those breadcrumbs and I want it. I got the belt now. Yeah, he's awesome. He's on another level. So, match of the night. The number 1 contenders match between Low Ki and who has no one backing him up against Johnny Impact. And they immediately say, Impact's 2 week Victory Road is 2 weeks away. I'm like, so JB's statement last week was even quicker bullshit because he said Eli Drake would have to wait 7 days to defend his belt again, but no, he's got to wait 21 days.
JB does not know how to count.
Math, people. Simple fucking math. Not 14, not 7, not 14, 21. Congratulations, you idiot.
Wrestling commentary in 2017, everybody.
Yeah. So, basically, this was a good match. Low-Ki used a lot of the Dragon Sleeper on the ropes. And then there was a moment they got stuck on the turnbuckle after he did the Dragon Sleeper up there. And this one, I really think this might be a botch or something. Low-Ki tried for a Warrior's Way while Johnny Impact's on the ropes. Johnny Impact moves out of the way, and Low-Ki hits horribly.
Whoops.
God damn, he hits badly. I think he he had to go for he completely. I know he go to the outside, but he immediately hit the low blow testicles on the ropes thing.
Yep.
Yeah, he basically had one foot on there and had to slip back into position because this looked nasty. Anyway, set up Key to take the Starship Pain from Johnny, and Johnny Impact won.
Yep. Good match.
Really good match. Fun match. Then Adonis shows up. Eli Drake shows up, taunts and distracts him. And Adonis attacks from behind, locks in the Adonis lock to knock Johnny Impact out. Eli Drake enters the ring and hits the gravy train, and they're standing tall over the number one contender.
Setting up the match for 2 weeks from now.
And then Carney's backstage with Franklin again. He's like, dude, reconsider. You can make more money in wrestling than you can in MMA. I'm like,
not in Global Force.
Not in GFW. First of all, I think he could make more money in Bellator, but definitely he can make way more money in USC. He can make way more Bellator, even if you're the top guy. I think the top guy in Bellator makes more money than the top guy in GFW. So I really do think that that was a bad thing, that you could make more money in wrestling if you're in the right company. Not with GFW, but if you're in the right company, yeah, you can make more money. You can make more money doing independence and all that. GFW is going to want a 10% cut of all that. And they're going to want a 100% cut of all your merchandise that they sell.
Yep.
So, yeah. I really do think that Franklin's making the right move here. Carney's talking out of his ass.
Of course. Because it's Carney, and that's what they do.
Yeah, they do. So, basically, Franklin hits the ring. He announces he is choosing MMA. Fans are actually okay with this.
Of course. Because what great fans they are.
Moose, get your ass out here. And there is no ref, so this is not a sanctioned match. They just fight. Moose and Franklin, and they are at each other.
Oh, this is a good brawl.
Yeah. This is a good brawl. They're power bombs on the floor. Both men fight to the outside. Big boots. And they're fighting in the crowd. And then America's Top Team shows up.
God damn it, you guys ruin everything.
Security! Cops! Basically beat up security. So I'm just like, get the cops! So show ends, and they pose on top of Moose.
Who they choked out.
Yeah.
Choked out. That's setting up that angle that we'll see in the next number of weeks.
This was better than last week's show because they didn't have the constant non-stop video packages.
They actually tried this week.
Yeah, they actually tried this week. So I'm going to give this episode a C.
Yep. That's fair.
I absolutely think it's fair, and I think in a way GFW, I think they'll get... They might get better ratings than they did last week, because I think last week what nobody really is, you do know that the Patriots were playing the Chiefs first game of the season. Everyone's not putting that into account at all. That
we'll have to check out the ratings for this week and see if they actually rise,
or if they don't commentate, if they don't mention it, it probably rose.
Yep.
That's the way it goes. They don't mention this shit.
Well, they don't mention it when it falls either.
Well, unless it really falls. So, yeah. Basically, that is all this week for... Do you have anything to sell?
Nope. That is it.
And sadly, I don't have anything to sell either, other than the fact that I'm going this sad Sunday to a baseball game.
Who's playing?
Dodgers and Nationals.
Ah.
Top two teams in the National League.
Yes.
It'll be a fun game. So,
and on that note,
Miley, we're heading to bed.
See you next week, everybody.
You're listening to the Impact Implosion on the Angry Marks Podcast Network.